overall impression here is very good. This dog works really, really well with the handler. The dog's up and drive. The dog's very engaged. The position with the dog generally is very correct throughout the whole exercise. There's a couple little things and some crowding, some probably your wide about turns and finishes is your biggest issue. You know what I mean? Really, but overall, the dog, it's a really nice impression. The dog's up, it's with you, and you can see the relationship. It's happy to work, and everything else is what we want to see. For the performance today, when you came out and checked into me, dog never sat. Should sit in the basic position when we checked in. Remember, it was just standing.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit there. And then on another side note, you're saying foos in some places that you can't and you don't need to, right? I mean, you can say extra commands out there all you want. In the change of speed, you say foos, right?
Yeah.
You're saying foos on your corners. When you corner left, when you cornered here, when you cornered there to go in the group, you're saying foos, foos, foos. There's no foos on corners. Nothing, right? So every one of those is quick, 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 extra commands. It's BH, no big deal, right? But learn that, right? You get at the beginning of the exercise, and you know, that's pretty much, yeah, unless you're doing your change of speeds or you stop and make a sit and engage and re-engage, there isn't any, you know what I mean? You can say it if you need it and should say it if you need it, you know what I mean? But you didn't need to with this dog. His dog was with you. You were just saying it. I think you didn't know. You don't say it on corners, right? I don't know, right? That's what it seemed like to me. So anyways, there's some extra commands. That's just a side note on your corners. I don't think you did that on purpose. I think you didn't know any better, and I didn't take anything from it. It's just a note, so you fixed that. In the heeling today, like I said, no sit at the judge when you checked in. Then the on-leash heeling, dog is pretty excellent in the heeling position all the way through. There's places where it comes out of focus a little bit here and there and whatever, but generally speaking, the position of the dog is very correct. The dog's engaged and even focused on you pretty nicely throughout most of it. You know, I mean, there's a few places it comes out, but the biggest thing, like I said, is your about turns on your about turns and finishes. Dog comes around wide on you. You know what I mean? And then even sometimes ends up a little crooked on your finish. That is the biggest thing. So on your about turn or your about turn down here and about turn out down there, both were a little bit wide. And then also watch your paces. You're not doing all your paces in particular. When you make your right here and then right, it's 20.
I lost count.
Both times.
Yep.
On and off which you did.
Okay.
Half that. And I was like, but you know, I can tell you're not doing it because the dog can't heel another 10 paces a row. The dog heels very, very nice, and so I know it's you and you just don't know and whatever, so that's what I'm telling you. So watch your paces a little bit, make sure you get the minimum in, and judges, generally a couple over, we'll be pretty okay with. You know, I mean, if you have a 10 to 15, you know, and you go 16 or 17, most judges aren't going to hit you for an extra 2, but under, going 9 or definitely.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you want to do always at least the minimum, you know, in there, or an extra if you have to, right?
Okay.
So, so on-lead heeling was excellent, but just a little bit of short paces, which was just the handler, and a little bit of wide bout turn was the only thing the dog really made a mistake on. Off-leash heeling was kind of the same thing. The dog was a little bit more crowded you a few times when the leash came off a little bit. Was a little bit more wide in the about turns here and there, maybe because the leash isn't there restricting, and wide on one of your right turns, which it didn't have with the leash on, and then. Crowded, something about crowding you in the basic position at a sit. I don't know, one of your sits in there or something, the dog was crooked and crowded across you, but anyway, still very good to excellent heeling. Sit out of motion, the build-up was very correct. Dog stops on the automatic when you halt, very quickly sits, and you tell the dog to sit, there's no hesitations, excellent exercise. Down stay with recall. Same thing, build-up's very correct. Dog sits really fast when you stop. Dog downs fast and straight when you told dog to down. Recall comes very, very quick. Your front is correct, maybe a little slightly crooked, but pretty correct. But then finish goes around you on the wide, like we talked about, and actually smelled the grass on its way around a little bit.
She did.
And then like this. You watched her. She got a couple like in the grass as she was coming around, which made it wide and kind of slow. But still very good. And the down under distraction. What did you say? Fooey. You said fooey. I think maybe yours wasn't moving. Yours is the one that moved around. You went, fooey.
Yeah,
when
she
you
started
walked.
creeping forward.
Right. So yeah, the dog was crowding, was creeping a little bit on the ground. He saw it. He was walking away, and he went, fooey. Watch it. Failure right there. There's no fooey in IPO. You know what I mean? There's no live. There's no stay. There's no it's sit, stay, downhill, out. Blah, blah. Can't use commands that are outside of the normal commands. So just be aware of that. You know what I mean? That's not a command. If anything, what you said right there, plats. So like plats again. Yeah, it's a command. You shouldn't be looking back. You should whatever. But that's within the rules, right? But fooey, can't say fooey. Okay. Okay. But overall, very, very nice performance. The best BH performance here today, and I like the dog a lot. Very good. Congratulations. Okay. We're out. You guys are out of here. Are we?